All right, out here with my Dodge Avenger, and the spoiler on this thing is in terrible shape, but we're going to try to fix it today. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda out here with my 95 Dodge Avenger ES Coupe in this metallic aqua blue, whatever. But the car's in pretty good shape overall, except really for this spoiler right there. The paint is in really bad shape. Let me show you. All right, so the car's dirty. It's gonna be a little hard to see here, but there's a lot of dirt and just haven't cleaned it up. But it's the spoiler that has taken the brunt of the abuse here over the years. And my guess is maybe it's because it's plastic and it's exposed to the sun all the time. But I'm just going to turn on this flashlight here because I want to show you. This is not dirt. Actually, I've already wiped it down. But you can see that the clear coat is peeling. There's just a little bit left on the edge. It's all gone from here. There's still some here. It's spotty. It's like a bad sunburn, but on a car. A little clear over here. A little right there still, but you can see it's all coming up. And right here, where it's the worst, this is all exposed paint. But what's really good about this is there isn't a lot that goes down to the plastic itself or the ABS plastic or whatever they use. So I still have color there, which is nice. And from 20 feet away, it doesn't really look that bad. But what I can do here, I think, is just sand this down. I don't want to go and remove any paint because there ain't that much left. But I do want to scuff up this clear coat. I'd love to get rid of it all. And then I'm going to clear over it. And the really nice thing about this is because it's its own separate piece, it's not going to stand out. If I had to just do a single section of this trunk lid, you'd almost have to clear the whole thing or up to the edge or blend it eventually, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try to sand this down, wet sand it down, give the whole top a key, mask it off, and then paint it, and we will see what it looks like. So this is the before here. Really rough, not good looking, just like me, but unlike me, I think we can do something about this. Oh, look at this guy. He's there for the ride. I'm not going to clear coat him. He is helping rid this area of the mosquitoes. All right, let's get this thing sanded down. All right, there is a part of me that's worried about going a little too aggressive, but I don't want to half-ass it. I'm gonna go 600 grit. I'm gonna do everything along here. I've got a bucket of water, so I'm gonna do this wet and also wet the sandpaper too, not just my body, because I like to glisten. All right, let's get on it. All right, done wet sanding. I didn't go too aggressive, but I may have gone a little aggressive in some spots there. Burned off the paint there. Maybe a little touch-up is in the future here, but you can see it's splotchy, and I'm not sure if that's because that's the clear coat on the blue. I'm hoping it looks a little more hidden when I spray it here. I didn't want to keep going too deep on some of these areas because I was worried about taking off the clear coat, but then all the paint around it. And as you can see here, it's already pretty thin. There's some, I didn't burn through it there, but I'm already missing some paint right there. So that is what it looks like. I'm just going to let this dry here, and then I'm going to go ahead and clean it up with some cleaner and rubbing alcohol and all that, and then mask it all off and start and hit it with some paint. Right now, I don't think this is gonna look great. You can definitely see the two different blues, the splotchiness, and then right there, that's pretty ugly too. So this isn't giving me a lot of hope here, but it's what we're gonna do. And if I really mess it up really badly, I'll just park the car out in the middle of nowhere and throw some gasoline on it and light the sucker up. All right, I've got it masked off here, and I cleaned it with alcohol, a little streaky. I don't know why that is, but basically I want to say that this is going to look like crap. It's not a prediction. It's kind of a fact because I did the little water test, which is like having it clear coated, and you can totally see where the clear coat was, and it's just the basic paint, but I don't know what else I can do. I mean, I could try to sand down these clear coat areas to get to the paint, but honestly, where the clear coat is left and knocked down looks so much better. So I'm not sure. I guess you'd have to hit it with some base coat again or something, but we're not going to do that. So now I'm going to spray it with some 2K Clear Glamour, and we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to activate this. You put the cap on the bottom and break it, and shake it up for a few minutes, get my respirator on, and then I'm going to put light base coats. I'm going to do 2, 3, maybe 4, and I'm going to wait 10 minutes in between. I'm going to try to do it in between the wind gusts here, so... All right, I don't know how that looked on camera, but all right, let that dry for 10 minutes and come back to it. All right, second coat here, and I'm gonna maybe go a little bit slower here. Let's do this leading edge first this time. Here we go. number 2. Still looks a little speckly, like a little sandpaperish, but I guess we're making progress. Okay, on to coat 3, I think, here. Starting with this leading edge again. I have no idea where I'm filming. It's just kind of how I like it. Okay, that's it. All right, this is going to be the last coat, so I'm going to take my time. I mean, it looks pretty shiny, but I can still see, obviously, the sandpaper-like effect that you get with clear coat that's not sanded. Ha-ha! I call it sandpaper when it's not sanded. Anyway, listen, I'm going to spray this on. About a quarter of the can is done, so just kind of keep that in mind in case you're going to clear coat something. So let's get on it. Let's get to it. I wish this were oriented vertically, because I think it's having a little hard time here, kind of spraying consistently when it's pointing down. I think like a lot of spray cans, if it were angled like that, then it seems to spray more consistently. So, just one more pass up here. Okay, that's it. We'll let it dry and check it out. All right, it has been hours, like the better part of a day, since I finished clear coating this thing. It's actually getting a little bit darker. Wanted to show you what it looked like with the rest of the sun. In fact, I went out and got a delicious smoothie from McDonald's, America's restaurant. This is the mango pineapple, and it is so refreshing. If you're looking for a good frosty treat to wake you up this summer, check out the mango pineapple smoothie from McDonald's. Now, McDonald's, you want to reach out to me, let me know. That one was a freebie. But thought I would show you what happened to the spoiler because it's a travesty. Okay, I think I mentioned it when I said I did the water test. Just putting clear coat on this was not going to hide this blotchiness. Kind of looks like some sort of skin disease. Reminds me of my taint. And it's a lot better than that peeling, crumbling clear coat, obviously. But I think I realized what it does. I think I have underestimated. That's the clear coated area, and it matches the rest of the car here just fine. I think the clear coat, like right there, the clear coat is all on this back edge, but on the front it's not. Right there, you can see it. It's kind of that teal blue, and then it's almost purple up there. I think I've underestimated how much clear coat does, protecting from the sun. And in fact, where the clear coat peeled away, I think there's UV protectant types of chemicals in the clear coat. And so when the clear coat disappears completely from that paint area, the paint just fades like a photograph in the sun, right? And so it changes color. So it's not just that same uniform color that they sprayed down there, right? So it's just kind of faded. So now I put clear coat over it, and now you can see where the clear coat protected that underlying paint and where it didn't. Now, does it look a lot better? Yes. Do I wish I had a rattle can of this original paint color and then I could have done one coat on top of that before I did the clear coat? Yes. There are a lot of things I'd rather do differently in life, but that's just how we did it, because this isn't a full restoration here. This is how do we make things look better on the cheap, in the absolute cheapest way possible. And that was this. But it does look pretty good. You can see maybe just some of those little imperfections, a little bit of that orange peeling. I'm not going to do anything about that. In fact, some dust has settled on here now too, but I'm not going to do anything about that too. Although technically I could wet sand it down and polish it, but again, why would I go to that extent when I've got this disease splotchiness up here? I think it's pretty good for a little garage job. But you might be asking, why didn't you just get a small rattle can of the paint? Because even though this is the original paint for this 95 Dodge Avenger, I cannot find a paint code anywhere for it. I can't find it on the door jamb or under the hood, anywhere. Now I know that they made this because I found some other people online who have the same paint color, and I'm trying to hunt it down and at least get the touch-up paint. So where the paint is missing right there, and where I burned through it on my sanding right there, I can touch this up a little bit. But until then, it's just gonna have to do, which on a 40-year-old car that wasn't expensive to begin with, things move at their own pace on this. So anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. Looks a lot better at a glance. No one's gonna be like, listen, the car looks gorgeous and the spoiler looks like crap. Now they're just gonna say, oh, the whole car looks like crap, and the guy driving it. But you know what? I don't let that get to me because I don't care because I embrace myself. I love myself. And when I say I love myself, it means touching myself when no one's around. Hey, if you want to spray your stuff in your garage, I'll put a link to that 2K clear coat. That stuff is amazing. It's the bomb. Best clear coat I've ever used. It's 2-stage. Better than the stuff you just get in a rattle can at your local auto parts store. So I'll put it in the description. Peter Von Panda, out. Back to my smoothie.